Today we're going to go over some air fittings. We're going to go over supplying air to these trucks when they're down. Go over the air fitting kits that we supply. Show you guys what there is out there, what kind of connections they have on the trucks, and how to use them. Hope this video helps. And here we go. Right here we got ourselves an International, like a 4700, 49, whatever, Pro Star. And they've got these fancy little fittings on them. Come back here to the tank. Right here on the back, see this one's got a little rubber cover on it. Pull your little rubber cover off and it exposes that. Find yourself this one right here. It's got kind of a flat end on it. This is your International fittings. So you get that rubber cover out of the way, take your connection, snaps right to it, hook your air line, and it'll fill it up. Obviously, once you're done, remove the fitting. It's just a quick connect. Replace the rubber cover for the next guy that's got to tow it, so it doesn't get that plug all corroded. Now we're going to work our way over to a Peterbilt. We got ourselves about a 2018-17 Pete 567 with a pack car engine in it. Now you'll notice, you open the hood, everything looks a little different. Kind of hard to find. They got the compressor stuck way in the back of the motor. These ones are actually pretty easy too. Look at the motor, kind of look around. Your compressor's not here where it's supposed to be. You come back in here to the back and there it is down there. Come through behind the fuel filter, and you see that little fitting sticking out right there off the top of it. That's what you hook to. Come back over here to your little air fitting kit. Now we'll grab this fitting. It's a little tapered, it's a hydraulic fitting. Just come back in here. Sorry, bad angle. Just a little quick connect on it. Pull the thingy back, slide it on, supply your air to that. That'll fill the whole truck, just like it's coming off of their compressor. We're gonna look at another Pete 567 right quick. Same thing, pack car engine. A little bit easier to see what's going on. Get the hood open. Same thing, come around, take a look at it. And you can see that fitting really good right there. Manufacturers are actually starting to realize their trucks break down and making it a little bit easier on us if you got the right tools for the job. Then it'll make your life a lot quicker and easier. All right, let's work on this Schrader valve fitting. I'll show it to you in just a second. This thing's pretty neat. It locks on pretty damn tight. Starting to see a lot of Schrader valves. For those of you who don't know what a Schrader valve is, it's the same thing as on your tire. Starting to see those on air dryers. And the ones I love them for are these Peterbilt trash trucks. Yeah, we tow a lot of them. But they make it super handy for us. They put that damn thing right here on the front. So here's that Schrader valve connection. You can see it, it's got these little teeth that'll lock down and bite on the threads. when you're using it, find your connection, pull their fancy little cap off, take the fitting, stick it down on there, and lock it in. Now you can take that thing, and I'm pulling on it pretty damn hard, and it ain't going nowhere. And it'll fill that damn thing up. And then you just unlock it, pull it off, put your little cap back on. Now we're going to look at a Kenworth. We got ourselves a, what year is this? 2019 Kenworth T680. The 880s, 680s, 900s, the newer ones have it right here. They got a quick connect right on the side of the frame rail. Good. Take a look at it. Come right here, pull the rubber cover off. It's got the same fitting that the Peterbilts have. It's on the driver's side. You come back over to your air cut. Get this one. Come back over to it. Same thing. Quick connect. Right on the frame rail. Shoot your air to that. It'll fill it up. Alright, now we're going to look at the 3/8, or is it a 1/2 inch? Excuse me, 1/2 inch quick connect fitting. Here it is. Found it. It's this one right here. This one's good for, well, Freightliners is what I use it mostly for. This one's nice. It completely bypasses the air dryer, so overfilling it and air blowing out is not an issue for you. Usually on the passenger side in front of the tire. Now they're obviously always in different spots. I think I've gone over this before, but we will. Crawl here. And this air line right here on the bottom of the dryer. Peel the loom back a little bit. Push it in. Pull your hose out. Take your little fitting. Come up to it. Slip it on. Like I said, that'll bypass your air dryer, go straight to the tanks, fill the whole truck up. Most Freightliner box trucks, tractors, almost all Freightliners nowadays are built kind of like that. Super quick, easy, simple to put on. Then when you're done, just reach up in here, pull your fitting off, stick your line back on. Make sure you put their covers back on it. And there you go on the Freightliners. All right. The next one we're going to go over is the R134A fitting. It's the AC fitting. This one's notorious for Volvos. Mack started using them, and now I'm starting to see them on a bunch of Freightliners and everybody else's junk. That's this fitting right here. Quick, simple, easy. These ones have a hard line coming off of the compressor with this connection on it, and I'll show it to you. Open the hood. We're on the driver's side of the truck now. This is on a Freightliner. Volvos and Macks are a lot of the same way. Find this hard line coming off of the compressor. You've got that damn thing sticking out right there. Now make sure you don't hook it to an actual AC fitting. Make sure it is an air connection. See, and I can see it right down there is where it goes to the compressor. Take your air fitting, slide your nozzle back, or your connection back. Slip it on, it locks in. This one now, you have to turn it tight, and that'll push the Schrader valve inside there tight. Hook your air line to it, supply air. Like I said, this covers a lot of the new Freightliners are starting to put it on. Macks and Volvos. The other thing you'll run into with these is a lot of times they'll have a little black cap on that spot. On the teeny tiny little sticker says brake air. Pull that cap off, don't lose it. Be courteous and not lose it. Put it in their truck so when you pull your air fitting off, you can put it back on and it doesn't corrode that fitting out. Another thing my colleague here just mentioned, sometimes they like to paint them the same color as the motor and they don't stand out so well. You stand there hunting for them, you know they're supposed to be there, you can't find them. Just keep looking. All right, now we're gonna go over this air dryer fitting. This is the fitting that goes to the air dryer, not from it, and not on the compressor side of it. This one makes it easy on us, it ain't got no hood. But we are working with, looks like a Kenworth T800. Normally you'd open the hood, but flip it around. Air dryer right there. We're gonna supply air right here off of the braided line. That's the inlet side of the air dryer. We're gonna come over here to our air fitting kit. We're gonna grab this one, the female end, pull it out and bring it over here. We're gonna use a crescent wrench on it. We're gonna come down to our line, get it on there, break it loose, unscrew it. This one's a little stiff, of course. Let me use the strong hand. How many of y'all can reference that one? All right, pull that off. Grab your fitting. Tighten it down on there. Just give it a little snug, no need to crank it. Then you can move your air lines and get your air fitting to that, and that'll supply it. Make sure when you're done, you pull your fitting back. Don't be lazy and just leave it like that. A lot of the shops will get really mad at you. Put it back together like it's supposed to go. See if you can get it to line up right. Don't cross thread it. Be the nice guy, make your customers happy. There you go. They're back in business. Just so happens we're on the other side of the same truck. We're gonna go ahead and show you the air compressor fitting, the male side of that, excuse me. Same thing, open the hood that ain't there. Find your line. We got our steel braided line right here. And we're gonna take it apart right there. Same thing, take your wrench, get in here, pop that line loose. You got your female end here. Come over to your air fitting kit. And we want this one this time, the male end. Come back over. Tighten it up. Give it just a little snug and put your air to that. It'll fill it up just like it's off of their compressor. And when you're done, unhook it. Don't leave it just dangling. This one's a little snug. Give it a pull. Put the line back on the compressor. That way when they don't fire it up, or when they fire it up, it doesn't just sit there and blow air out, and the shop's got to deal with all that. If you take it apart, put it back together, except for drive shafts. Thank you. Now we got ourselves another Pete 567. This one's got a Cummins in it instead of that Pack car motor. You still run the same fitting, But instead of being on the back of the motor, the compressor's where it's supposed to be. Look right underneath here, it'll have it coming off. Some of the manufacturers actually started putting this fitting right here on the airline. But this one, it's right off the back. Same thing, quick connect. Slide it down in there. Put it on. Supply your air straight to that. And that'll fill it up for towing.